If you're like me, working from home started out great. I was more productive than ever and I was saving tons of money on gas. But as time goes on, new habits start to form, you start to settle into the groove, and before you know it, you might notice a dip, if not total drop off of motivation and productivity. That's why in today's video, I'm gonna go over 5 tips to help you stay productive when not only working from home, but working for yourself. Hey everyone, I'm Wes Tate, host of You Got This. If this is your first video with us, You Got This is all about helping you accomplish your goals, whether that's running an online store, starting a new career, or just trying to stay healthy. Today's video is helpful no matter what you're trying to accomplish. We all hit roadblocks. Sometimes those roadblocks are mental things that get in our way, and other times it's physical things that get in our way, like not having enough funds or equipment to do it. Today's video, we're gonna be focusing more on the mental things that get in our way and keep us from being productive. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and click on that bell icon. That way you never miss new content just like this. Tip number 1, turn off the TV. You can't multitask like you think you can, and you cannot turn the TV off after just one more episode. This is my weakness. I'm guilty of it. It all started when I first started doing my own freelance work during the pandemic. I would watch the news when I was having coffee, that way I could get updates on what was happening. But then after I finished that, I would want something a little bit more lighthearted to brighten my day. So then I'd want to watch an episode of one of my favorite TV shows. The next thing I know, now it's lunchtime and I haven't gotten off the couch because I'm still watching my favorite TV shows. When you're working for yourself and all of your deadlines seem to be soft deadlines to where you can move your schedule around easily, that can be really problematic when it comes to things like this. The truth is when I was going into the office to work, I never had time to sit down and actually watch TV in the morning. Even when there were major world events happening, I would have to just check them online at work and get the updates there. You should treat working from home and working for yourself the same as if you're having to go into the office. If you typically don't have time to watch TV when running off to the office, you probably shouldn't do it when working from home either. It really is best to treat working from home just like a 9-to-5 job, and you should have the TV turned off for that 9-to-5 period. Unless you are super duper disciplined and you can watch a 30-minute TV show during your lunch break, then have at it. Other than that, you really should treat it just like the office where you can't watch TV. Tip number 2, get your phone messages sent to your computer. This tip is huge for me. Have you ever picked up your phone and then 20-30 minutes go by and you don't even know why you picked up your phone in the first place and what you're doing with it? Or worse, this is me. I'll pick up my phone, open it up, and it opens to some random app or random web page, and I remember, oh yeah, I started to do this an hour ago and got completely sidetracked because someone messaged me or I got a notification for another app and I switched over to it and then completely got lost. I used to hate the idea of getting my iMessages sent to my computer. I guess it just kind of seemed like a privacy issue that having my text messages show up on my computer. And also at the time, the computer I was using was my company computer and I definitely didn't want my messages being sent there. But now I'm using my own personal computer and I love getting my messages sent there. Why? Because it helps me stay focused. Now, I know I'm not alone on this. When I get a text message, I'll pick up my phone, I'll reply to it, but then I don't stop there. I then proceed to go through the social media apps and see what's happening because it's a habit at this point. When I'm on my phone, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, other things than just texting. Also, if you pick up your phone and there are other notifications for those apps, when you go to reply to a text message, naturally you'll then want to check out what those other notifications were. And it's not a mistake, they designed it this way. They designed it to make you addicted to your phone. It's not a secret. I have found that I am so much more productive when my messages are sent to my computer because I'm not picking up my phone at all. I'm not getting any notifications from any of the other apps. I'm not tempted to click over to Instagram or Facebook. I can reply to the message right there and then click back into the window that I was actively working on my computer. If you have a Mac and an Apple phone, it's so easy to do this. You just open up the iMessage app on your computer, log in, and you're gonna be good to go. If you're using an Android phone, there are a little more steps involved, but I did find a great tutorial that shows you how to do it. I'll put a link in the description below. Tip number 3, schedule out your day. Schedule out all of it, the whole thing. When you wake up, when you're taking a shower, when you're eating lunch, when you're working, when you're exercising, when you're taking breaks, And make sure that you're scheduling both your personal and professional things that you need to do together in the same calendar. This keeps you from overbooking, getting overwhelmed, burning out, and forgetting important things that you need to do. And here's a pro tip. If any of your tasks involve driving, you need to schedule out the driving as well. What this does is it keeps you on a realistic schedule. That way you don't get behind and get overwhelmed. And this goes for other tasks too. Let's say coffee. You want to have a coffee break. Don't just give yourself 15 minutes for coffee if you know you need to boil the water, then brew the coffee, let it steep, and then enjoy it for however long you want to enjoy it. You need to schedule all that stuff out accurately. We want to set ourselves up for success, and having an accurate schedule is a key to doing that. I like to sit down the morning of or the night before and schedule out my whole day. Then when I'm going through my day, I can simply reference my schedule and see where I'm at in the day, make sure I am keeping up with my schedule, I'm on time, and I'm accomplishing the things that I need to do that day. Here's an example of what my calendar looks like when I'm working on this channel. As you can see here, I have everything listed out from when I'm waking up, getting my coffee, watching news. I'm looking at my emails and planning out what I'm going to do for the day. I even have the meals planned out here and personal time, like workouts I need to do. And then I specifically wrote out the different things that I need to be doing for the work that day. And I do have this both on my phone and on the computer because again, my goal is to limit how much time I'm spending on my phone when I'm trying to stay productive. Another thing that's important is to give ourselves actual office hours that have a definitive start and stop time. This is important because it helps you from being like me, where my mornings linger a little too long, and it can also prevent you from working too late at night, which will cause burnout. Set these boundaries for yourself to protect you from getting in the way of the work that you want to be doing. Tip number 4, keep a notepad for your random thoughts. There are no random thoughts. Our brains are very complex, some more than others, and every thought that comes to our mind has a reason behind it. So if something comes to mind that seems like it's off topic, it's okay because it's probably actually important to us. Keeping a notepad beside you at work will give you a space to write all of these thoughts down as they come to you, whether that's to buy more mustard or to do something at work. It's all important and you don't want to forget it. The practice of writing things down on paper is to get them off of our mind and onto the paper so that way our mind can focus on the task that we are trying to do in that moment. Our brain can then rest and focus knowing that it did its job to remind us that we're out of shampoo. Oftentimes as we go through our day, we'll do some of these things that we've written down on our thought pad. So be sure to reference throughout the day and cross things off that are being completed. Tip number 5, definitive breaks. This is important, to take breaks, but to take definitive breaks. Don't take a break while still checking the social media account for your work or your company. And don't take a break to do personal tasks that you need to do. Take a break, go outside, read some of a book, talk to any other humans in the house. Do anything for yourself as a human, a little mini self-care if you will. It is so important to take a break because that is a chance for you to get a little power reboot to help you get through the rest of your day. And again, schedule this in. When you're working on your schedule like we talked about earlier, schedule in 10 to 15 minute breaks here and there, and also schedule in a 30-minute lunch break. That way you won't be doing a working lunch and you'll actually be able to get some rest throughout your day. If you're working for a company, you legally have to be given breaks. So why would you not give yourself a break if you're working? It's so important to give yourself a break in order to continue to remain productive. And those are my 5 productivity tips for those who are self-employed or working from home. I hope you found these very helpful. Be sure that when you're making your schedule that you schedule in some time to watch more You Got This videos right here on our channel. If you found a new tip today that's helpful, let me know about it in the comments below. You know it, you might, sometimes those roadblocks